special dream. Visualize just what we mean. Innovation shaping our fate. Together we celebrate. From data to display, community lights the way. Liquid galaxy, we see it all. Technological marvel standing tall. Liquid galaxy, together we thrive. In the heart of the tech beehive.
Hola Liquid Galaxy or Namaste from India. This is Anil Pratap Singh Yadav, a second year AIMS student from India. So this is my submission for the GSoC 2026 prerequisite task 2. Today I will demonstrate a Flutter application I built to control the Liquid Galaxy ray using SSH and dynamic KML generation. So let's quickly start the video. So as you can see, this is my virtual galaxy setup, and this is my master, and these are the two slaves. This is my LG controller app. Let's quickly jump onto this. First let me show this option. As you can see, this is me, Anil Pratap Singh Yadav, an author, and this is a brief description of this app. So let's quickly connect it. Yeah, it's connected, right? As you can see, it's moving as well, so it's connected. So let me quickly jump onto this function, which is fly to Chandigarh. Before I jump onto the code, I'll quickly show you all the buttons which works. So yeah, so it takes me to my city, which is Chandigarh. Let me quickly jump onto the footballs next, because I love football. I love Team Spain and Lami Yamal, a young football player from Spain. So this is the footballs, right? And quickly jump onto the pyramids next. Let's go on to the pyramids. Yeah, so as you can see, these are the step pyramid which I have made. These are the 3D step pyramid I have made, and yellow pin marks are just to indicate that these are the pyramid 1, pyramid 2, pyramid 3, right? So since logo is already there, I will not use show logo button. Let's do clean KML plus logos. Once I click this, it will remove my all KML and logos, right? So yeah, so let me explain you this beautiful app which I have made. So this is my Flutter app. It has 3 KMLs, 3 functions basically: Chandigarh, pyramid, logo. So it takes a logic layer, which is a KML generator. For KMLs, let me tell you that I have used Gemini for KMLs, like for the logic and also the documentation, official documentation of the KML. So it passes through the SSH tunnel, which is port 22, obviously over Wi-Fi, and it takes onto the Liquid Galaxy master in the Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, so it executes all the commands which I have used. I'll show you the code as well, and there's a file in var www.html and KML wherein my Chandigarh KMLs and pyramids.kml are sent. So this is connected to Google Earth, and this calls Google Earth, and this calls itself, and the main screen displays shown. So now let me jump on to the virtual studio. Yeah, so as you can see, these are all the build Gradle. Gradle is basically a software used to test, manage, automate, and to deploy software projects basically. And as you can see, I've used a lot of functions. Yeah, these are the KMLs, so you can see the player icon if you want. I'll display it right here. I use one player icon, so I'll display it right here on the screen. And this is upload to file, which uploads my footballs file into the, and link to master. I used it to make it dynamically, whereas the logo we have to, because it was a compulsory task to showcase the logo on the left side of screen. So I used it in the LG3, right? This is slave 3, you can see that, right? I have used a lot of try except else function, which is exception handling, to encounter all the specific errors we encounter, right? So these are the host, port, username, password, number of legs. So this is basically nothing but this thing, yeah. And also I have added this feature just wait, and let me quickly show you what does this function. So basically reboots from the hardware. It reboots everything. It will take some time and reboot everything, right? Yeah, it takes rebooting. It is working perfectly fine. Okay, so now, yeah, it will take some time. It will do it. Also, this is the video, and I'll quickly move on to the next task. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Bhumi and this is my submission for Liquid Galaxy Task 2. In this video, I'll quickly demonstrate the app and then explain how the code is structured and how it communicates with the Liquid Galaxy system. So for now, I've already entered the IP address and the password, and the port is 22, and now I'll do connect to LG. Okay, so this is a Flutter based control application that allows me to interact with Liquid Galaxy rig remotely using SSH. So here are all the buttons, and first we'll try the show LG logo button. Yes, as you can see, the logo is being displayed, and this button demonstrates screen overlay control where an image logo is displayed on a specific slave screen. Yeah, now I will just move to the KML section, and the first one is fly to home. My home city is Agra, so it will be taking us to Agra. Okay, so first I'll click on fly to home. Yeah, this button sends the KML file to Liquid Galaxy and moves the camera to Agra using a fly to command. You can see the place mark is there at Agra. Now we'll move to the second KML, that is show 3D pyramid. Yes, so yes, it's taking us to Spain. Yeah, so another KML is loaded that renders a 3D model, and here you can see the pyramid. Okay, so now I'll just clear the KMLs. Yeah, so this clears all active KMLs and resets the Google Earth state. And I'll also demonstrate the clear logo button. Yes, the logo gets cleared, but for now I'll just stick with the logo because I also have to show you the code structure. So we'll move to the code structure now. Yes, just a minute. Yeah, so the code is structured in a very modular way. I've separated controller, screens and theme files to keep responsibilities clear. So first we'll move to the SSH controller file. Yeah, the SSH controller handles the low level SSH connection using the Dart to SSH package, and it is responsible for connecting to the master machine, executing commands and uploading files and KML content. Now we'll move to the LG controller. The LG controller acts as a bridge between the UI and Liquid Galaxy system. It uses SSH controller to upload KML files and update the KMLs.txt file, and it sends query commands like fly to or refresh. Now we'll move to the settings controller. The setting controller uses shared preferences to store SSH credentials locally, so the user doesn't have to re-enter them every time. So yes, you can just take a look. Yeah, now we'll move to the UI layer. I've built the UI layer using reusable widgets like here are my widgets like new button and connection status and our custom input field, and animations are handled separately using the my entry animation file. Yes, here it is. Okay, so we'll move to the main Dart. Okay, in main Dart, all controllers are initialized once and passed down to home screen. This avoids global state and keeps the app predictable. So overall, this app demonstrates how Flutter can be used as a control interface for Liquid Galaxy by combining SSH communication, KML management and a clean UI architecture. Thank you for watching and this concludes my task 2 submission.
Hi Liquid Galaxy team, my name is Abhay Kauranawar and this is my Liquid Galaxy task 2 submission video. Basically the task 2 of Liquid Galaxy was to create a basic Liquid Galaxy app using the Flutter. Now I'm going to give a walkthrough of my complete task 2.
Okay, so moving on to the code base, I created 4 files: main.dart, ssh service.dart, logo.kml, pyramid.kml. So moving on to the first folder file, main.dart. As you can see that the all user interface code is present in the main.dart. Basically, this helps the user to check whether the master is connected to the app or not. So some of the important static variables are SSH service is connected and is loading. SSH service is the instance of SSH class basically, and is connected tells the user whether the Liquid Galaxy app is connected to the master or not. And moving on to the SSH service dart, which is like the main brain of the app. So I'm using the Dart SSH2 for the connection between the Liquid Galaxy app and the master. And one of the important function is the connect function. Basically, the connect function creates a socket and authenticates the username and the password, which is really important in this app. And moving on to the KML files, there are two KML files as said, logo.kml and pyramid.kml. Logo.kml, I'm using the screen overlay element, which basically, while recruiting the globe, the Liquid Galaxy logo needs to be stayed on the original position. So the screen overlay element is the suitable one. And pyramid.kml, the creation of the pyramid was not that tough, but yet a bit challenging than the logo.kml. So I took help of the anti-gravity AI for the creation of the KML file. Okay, so moving on to the output, I am currently using the BlueStack simulator, and I have all my virtual machine set up accordingly. They all work correctly. So let's check the first option of my Flutter app. Okay, as you can see on screen, the Liquid Galaxy logo is being displayed correctly. And when I click on the clean logo option, and there you go, the clean logo option works correctly. Let's check the fly to option. Bangalore is my hometown, so let's fly to Bangalore, and there you go, it works correctly, all fine. Let's check on to the show 3D pyramid. As you can see on the right side of the screen, the pyramid, we can easily view the pyramid. Let's zoom out for a clear view. Yeah, and there you go, the last button, the clean KML button. Basically, the clean KML button is a empty KML file. So whenever the clean KML is used, it erases all the existing KML and loads the empty KML file. All buttons are working accurately and correctly. So that was from my side. Thank you.
Good evening everyone, myself Rahul Verma and I am from India. This is the video of task 2 of a Liquid Galaxy we requested task. In task 2 we have to create Flutter application through which we can control the Liquid Galaxy rigs. So here is my Flutter project, and I use GetX as a state management tool in Flutter application. So in Flutter application, in SS folder I place the logo and model.de file, in which with the help of .de file I declare the color of the pyramid as well as the camera position of the pyramid. And in left folder we have some other folder like controller folder, model folder, and pages. In pages I define the different pages for the application, and in model KML I define the KML for the application which we send to Liquid Galaxy. And in controller I define the connection controller, in which we have a method to connect our Flutter application to the Liquid Galaxy rig. So let's try to jump to our Flutter application. As you see, I already run my Flutter application in the background. So these are the Liquid Galaxy rigs. LG1 is a master machine, whereas LG2 and LG3 are the slave machine. So if I zoom in, zoom out, as you see, LG rigs are working properly fine and they are all are in sync. So now try to connect our rigs, try to connect our Flutter application with the Liquid Galaxy rig. So here is the Flutter application. So here is a setting. So let's jump to the setting page. So in setting page we have different fields. First one is username, second one is the IP address, third one is the phone number, fourth one is the password, and third one is the number of ping. So now try to connect our Flutter application with Liquid Galaxy rig. So as you see in the console, our application is connected with the Liquid Galaxy rig. So as you see, our application connected with the Liquid Galaxy rig, and the Liquid Galaxy logo appear on the LG, which is the leftmost screen in my case. So let's jump to the home page. So in home page we have the 4 different buttons, and all 4 buttons have different functionality. So let's try display 3D model on the Liquid Galaxy rig. So when I press this, as you see in the background, Earth start revolving. As you see in the background, Earth start reading. Let's zoom out Google Earth. So as you see, 3D pyramid appear on the Egypt on Google Maps. So now try to remove this LG logo from LG3. So when I press clear logo, the logo disappear from the LG3. Now try to remove this 3D color pyramid from the Google Earth. So when I press clear KML, pyramid disappear from the Google Earth. Now test our last functionality, which is fly to home. When I press this, Earth start rotating and it camera move toward the India, and it display my home state Punjab. So as you see in the Google Maps, Punjab appear. If I zoom in, so for Flutter project for PML, I take reference from the Lucian project. She clearly explain each and every step, and for a 3D colored pyramid KML, I take reference from the sample KML, which is available in the Liquid Galaxy GitHub. So thank you, and I'm waiting for the response.
Everyone, I'm Soumya Bhattacharya and I'm pursuing computer science engineering at National Institute of Technology, Durgapur, and I will be showing my demonstration of task 2. This is the LG Voyager application that I have created for task 2. I have already connected to the Liquid Galaxy rigs by giving all the required fields. Let's start with first showing the LG logo, which is shown in the leftmost rig. Then we can clean the logo. Then we show the first KML. It goes to the particular location of the KML and shows the KML. Then we show the second KML. The first is a red place mark and the second is a triangle. And we clean both of these KMLs. Then we also have an option to relaunch the LG rigs. And we have a confirmation pop-up, and when we press continue, we can relaunch the rigs. For this particular application, first we have the homepage.dart class. In this we have all the functions listed below, which is show KML1, KML2, clean KMLs, show LG logo, clean logos, and for relaunch LG. Next we move on to the LG actions class, where each of the asynchronous functions are written for the Liquid Galaxy rigs. So we can see the show LG logo, clean logo, show KML1, show KML2, clean KML and relaunch LG. From this, we move on to the SSH.Dart, which manages the connection between the application and the LG rigs via SSH protocols. First, we have the show KML asynchronous function, which takes in the specifications such as latitude, longitude for the KML1 along with zoom, tilt, and bearing, and it flies to the particular latitude and longitude, waits for 2000 milliseconds, and shows in the rightmost screen calculated the KML that we have made in the KML maker class. Next, we have a similar function of showing the KML2, which shows the similar KML2, which is a 3D yellow triangle at its specified location. We also have the show LG logo asynchronous function, which shows the image of the Liquid Galaxy rigs as an overlay image on the leftmost screen as calculated, and also if we have a clean logo function as shown. Next, we also have the clean KML function, which cleans the KML and sets the Google Earth in its default state and also stops any orbiting if it's there. Along with that, we also have fly to function, which takes in parameters such as latitude, longitude, tilt, zoom, bearing, and it flies or navigates to the particular location which is given and creates the KML with the help of look at linear function, which takes in the latitude, longitude, zoom, tilt, and bearing. Lastly, we have the KML makers class, which has all the latitude, longitude, and name for both the KMLs defined. It has a screen overlay image function, which takes in the image URL and a factor and shows as an overlay image for the Liquid Galaxy logo. It has a look at linear function and orbit look at linear. And along with that, we have both the KMLs that I have created. The first one, which is a red place mark at a given location, and the next one is a 3D yellow triangle which is nearby the red place mark as given.